Airport and boarding announcements. Good morning, dear passengers. Avianca welcomes you. My name is Anna, and with Manuela, we will be at your service at gate number 3 during boarding of the flight Avianca O10 operated by Avianca, in cooperation with the Star Alliance member United Airlines 5356, destined to Madrid and connections. For your comfort, we will begin boarding the aircraft by boarding group in a few minutes. Please have passports or resident cards if applies, and boarding passes on hand. Remember that the boarding group corresponds to the highlighted letter at the bottom of the boarding pass. If you have a boarding pass on your iPhone, you may identify your boarding group by selecting the information icon in the lower right of the boarding pass. We remind all our passengers that only one carry-on bag is allowed on board the aircraft. If you're transporting more than one piece, or if it's too large that it cannot be stowed in the cabin, we invite you to approach the counter at gate 9. Remember that for this flight, designated business class line or priority boarding line will be available at all times during boarding for passengers in groups A and B. Passengers on the standby list for flight Avianca 9840, operated by Avianca, please remain seated until your name is called. Passenger Paula Avendaño on flight Avianca 006, please proceed to the boarding gate 7 for an important message. Thank you. We invite you to remain seated. Please note that small personal items can be placed under the front seat. Dear passengers, Avianca, as a Star Alliance member, announces its flight 9984, operated by Avianca, to Medellin City and connections. We remind you that the boarding process will be done by groups. Passengers requiring special assistance, please contact the counter. LifeMiles Diamond Elite members, passengers traveling in business class in Group A are welcome to board at this time. We now invite Group B, Elite LifeMiles Gold and Silver members and the Star Alliance Gold members to board the aircraft. We invite passengers traveling with children under 5 years old or people older than 60 years requiring special assistance to board at this moment. We now invite Group C to board the aircraft. Gate 4, Flight Avianca 9830, destined to Bogotá and connections. We now invite Group D to board the aircraft. Gate 4, Flight Avianca 9830, destined to Bogotá and connections. We now invite Group E to board the aircraft. Gate 4, Flight Avianca 9830, destined to Bogotá and connections. Your attention please. This is the final call for passenger Andrea Rodriguez. Please proceed immediately to gate number 7. This is Avianca's final boarding call for flight Avianca 9276, operated by Avianca to Bogotá and connections. The flight is ready for departure. All passengers are welcome to board. Please proceed immediately to gate number 6. Avianca asks those passengers for flight Avianca 9563 operated by Avianca whom we have been unable to accommodate to approach the counter, so we may assist you with alternative flights. We inform the passengers of the flight Avianca 9515, scheduled departure time 8:15, that the plane presents a delay. This is due to the closure of El Dorado Airport facing bad weather conditions. The new departure time or estimated is to the 9:15. Please do not be absent from the room and be aware of the announcements made by Avianca agents present in the room. Thank you.